Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this third Japan-Colombia Business Fair, held from February the 23rd to February the 25th. We invite you to check the different programs webinars so that you may get closer to Japan and to strengthen the bonds of so that you may get closer to Japan and to help strengthen the bonds of friendship and cooperation between these two great countries. This morning, we are graced by Mr. Atsuhi HAGA, international business expert for the Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO, as well as founder and CEO of Toro Limited Liability Company. Mr. Haga will kindly share with us the economic profile of Japan's historic economic hub, Osaka, which today is one of the major financial centers in the country and will be the host for the forthcoming World Expo 2025. Without further ado, I now give you Mr. Haga.
Buenos dias. Good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to be here to make a presentation of Osaka, the second largest economic area of Japan. Let me move to today's slide. Today's theme is Maido Osaka. Maido means Osaka's dialect. Maido means hello or thank you very much in English. That means buenos dias or muchas gracias in Espanol. Osaka is a very attractive city, and you can find my presentation is true if you come to Osaka. And I put one picture taken in Osaka. This is Columbia Coffee. And this is product from Suntory Corporation originating in Osaka. So there are so many Columbia names in Japan. So let me introduce today's slide and move on to contents today. I have three themes. The first one, Osaka, a city of are you making money? Moukarimaka in Japanese. Traditionally, Osaka is a city of economy. Since 400 years ago. The second theme is products from Colombia. We have many products from Colombia in Japan. So I can show you those potential in Japan at the third point. So you can find Japan is a good business target for Colombian people. So please come to Japan for Expo 2025. So let me show you Osaka picture like this. Osaka, it is a city of business or city of canals. It used to, and city of gourmet. Gourmet, and city of merchandisers or city of advertisement. This is one part of Osaka. So every day I visit Osaka for business as well as lunch or dinner with my friends. Now it is, we suffer from COVID-19. So I wait for such happy days returns. Anyway, the Osaka Gourmet, for example, this is a big advertisement of crab. It is much bigger than ordinary human beings. And this is called snack park. And this is food hall pictures. Osaka has so many gourmet places. And Osaka is called Kuidaore town. Kuidaore in Japanese means spend too much money for eating and drinking, then go bankrupt. That is Kuidaore. Osaka is called Kuidaore. So you can enjoy so many delicious food and drinks if you come to Osaka. Yeah. So where's Osaka? Tokyo is very famous for many foreigners. Yes. And Japan is located at the east side of Asian area. So Japan is here. Japan is not part of China. And enlarge Japan's map. The Tokyo is the capital city. Tokyo is here in red circle. And Osaka is 500 kilometers apart from Tokyo. It is located in western part of Japan. Actually, Osaka is the center city of western part of Japan. Yeah, near Osaka, there is Kyoto and Kobe, and Nagoya is just in between Osaka and Tokyo. Nagoya is famous for Toyota. Yes, and Kobe, we have very famous football players. Yes, Senor Iniesta. He says "vamos" or something like that. Yeah. Kyoto and Kobe are major cities in Osaka regions. It is just 30 minutes by city commuters. Yes, it is very convenient. And this is called Japan's heritage areas. We have nearly 2,000 years history, and in 2,000 years time, 1,500 years time, culture and politics and economies arise in this area. Kyoto is very famous for temples and shrines and so on because the emperor lived there for more than 1,000 years. Yes, and ancestors of emperor once lived in this area. Yeah, this is Osaka location and Osaka region major cities. Yes, we call it Kansai area. Kansai area has Osaka, Kyoto, and Kobe. And you can see this map, center of Kansai. Yes, Osaka is located in the center of Kansai area. This is Japan Railway route map, JR line route map. Osaka is in this area. Red loop line is Osaka city loop line. And the population of Kansai is 20 million people. Besides mega Tokyo area, they have more than 43 million people, twice as large as that of Kansai area. And Osaka Prefecture itself has about 2 million residents in it. Yes. On the right bottom is Osaka Metro subway ticket vending machine. And we have very complicated traffic systems. Yes, like this. And besides this, we have private railway companies, which I cannot display here because it is too much complicated. Yes. This is Osaka Bay. And this is Kansai Airport, Osaka Airport. So you can arrive here if you want to visit Japan. Yes, please select Osaka, not Narita or Haneda near Tokyo. Yes. And what is business potential? So I can show you economic size. This bar chart shows you Osaka potential. And for comparison, I put Colombia, Peru, and Chile, Pacific 3 countries. The growth of Pacific 3 countries' size is a bit bigger than Kansai GDP, about 800 billion US dollars. And the Colombian GDP is 333 billion US dollars, and the Osaka size is 371 US dollars. And for your difference, I just put ASEAN countries. Thailand is 544, Malaysia is 363, and Singapore is 360. And Taiwan is around 600 billion US dollars. And this is potential for your business in Osaka area, as well as Asian countries. If you choose Osaka as a business partner, you can also go to ASEAN countries as well as China. I will show you such a data later on. Yes. Yes. And history of Osaka. I visited the Osaka Museum of History about 3 weeks ago, and I learned many things about Osaka. But I can just show you after 17th century Osaka history. Yeah, Osaka has a castle, Osaka Castle, and it was built in early part of 17th and in 19th century. It burnt twice because of civil war. And 17th, 18th, and 19th century are shogun time. Shogun is a chief of samurai warriors. It was very peaceful time, a Pacific time in Japan's history. And thanks to such a Pacific time, Osaka enjoyed a very, very good business time. And Osaka was the center of economy in Japan. So they started the world's first commodity exchange market. I mean, the rice forward rate was invented in Osaka by Osaka merchandisers. Those pictures shows you how busy the market was, and those are shoppers in Osaka. And this is coin or mint system of Osaka. And Japan started modernized in late part of 19th century. Then we had manufacturing industries and wholesale and retail industries and real estate industries at the same time. And we had Expo in 1970 in Osaka. That was first largest expo Japan experienced. Yes. And in 21st century, Osaka had so many startups. So OBIC is a public supporting organization, and there are some other public supporting agencies in Osaka. And we will have Expo 2025 at this point. So you can meet those fascinating companies in Osaka if you come to Expo 4 years time. Yeah. And Osaka spirit. Osaka spirit is do it anyway. Anyway, do it. Not talking. Do it right now. The second point is challenge challenge and challenge. That is Osaka spirit. And you can see those companies from Japan, and they are originating in Osaka area. Suntree is beverage and beer company, and Nissin is food companies, snack noodle, and Panasonic is electronics company, and Kubota is machinery and engine company. Toyobo is textile and apparel company, like this. I can put some more in this map, but it's too small for me to put all of all famous companies. Yeah, and Osaka is economic city, and besides it, Tokyo is capital city, so their priority is politics. The second one is economy or business. So Tokyo business person is rather, what to say, bureaucratic, but Osaka is very fast decision making and open-minded. So please come to Osaka, if you come to Japan. Yes. So let's move on to second theme, competitive products in Japan. So I said we have many Colombian products in Japan. The most famous is coffees, Suntory coffees, and some other vending machine coffees. They put Colombia in it. Colombia is one of the most prestigious coffee brand in Japan. Yes, and besides this, so we have so many flowers from Colombia, especially carnation. Carnation is famous for Mother's Day, the second Sunday of May. About 74% of carnation, imported carnation is from Colombia. And I can show you 5 flowers. Yeah, rose, carnation, orchid, chrysanthemum, and lily in the next slide. Yes, import flower market in Japan. I put HS code for you to chase data. All of flowers imported to Japan is tax-free, 0%. Yeah, 0%. On rose, Kenya is the #1 exporter. Kenya dominates the market, nearly half. Yes. And carnation, as I told you, Colombia dominates more than 75% of carnation market. Yes. This is China. And, this is Ecuador. Yes. And for orchid market, Taiwan and Thailand and Vietnam, Asian countries get a big share. Chrysanthemum, Malaysia enjoys a big portion. And lily, Korea, neighboring country, enjoys big shares. Yes. Yeah, carnation is your market. Actually, it is your market. You dominate almost all of the market. And carnation is very, very well sold in Mother's Day. But not only Mother's Day, but also other seasons, we can buy carnations. And chrysanthemum is sold all years around. So I can show you the reason why. And carnation season, this is Japan's import data. I just get it from Japan's customs office. They just disclose import value, monthly import value every month. Yes. So this is year 2020, last year's monthly import, gross value and unit price. So January to December, Japan's import of carnation from Colombia has 3 peaks: March, August, September to December. There are 3 peaks: spring, autumn, and year end. So why sales in May is so slow or something like that? This is Mother's Day season. But I can give you an answer in the next page. We have to think of calendar. Yes. Yeah, calendar and event. From January to December, each country has its culture and event. And April, I put April in red color because fiscal year starts on April. And now we are in somewhere in February, and March is the last month of fiscal year. So many companies becomes very busy in March. Yes. And I want to show you the reason of carnation sales season. In March 20th, vernal equinoctial week. This is we call Higan. And in September 23rd, we have autumnal equinoctial week. We also call Higan. And in Higan time, we visit our ancestors. I mean, we go to cemetery and we visit our ancestors' gravestone and clean it and dedicate flowers to our ancestors. This is Japanese culture. And at the year end, December 31st or January 1st, we visit our ancestors to say Happy New Year or something like that. We also clean our ancestors' gravestone, clean and dedicate flowers. That's why so many people buy flowers in March, September, and December. So I just put some other important event of Japan, and you can find a good day for your business, and you have to focus on some of those event days to contact Japanese business person or consumers. This is very useful. Yes. And this is the demographic chart of Japan and Colombia. The left side is Japan, very aging society. Nearly 30% of Japanese population is over 65 years old in Expo year 2025. Besides, Colombia is very young country. The demographic is like this. Yeah, ideal demographic. So producing population is in this area. There are so many people who can produce many things. Yes, that means aging society means medical, healthcare, training, therapy industries will grow. Yes, to take care of senior citizens. This is the point. Yes. And who spends for flowers? I said autumn, spring, and year end is a good season for flowers. I mean carnation. And the Japanese government disclose such kind of data. Yes. The city of Sendai is here, located here, number 1. And the second one, Fukushima. Fukushima is just between Sendai and Tokyo. Sendai is number 2. And Kagoshima is number 3. Kagoshima is the southern part of Japan here. The number 4 is Tottori, is a bit north of Osaka. And 5, Wakayama is neighboring country of Osaka, neighboring prefecture. Osaka. So Osaka's location is here and Tokyo is here. So which do you think is better to approach such kind of flower market? I think Osaka is ideal position to go to all of those 5 points, for example. And the chart below shows you flower consumption by age. Yes, the right to bar chart means age 60 to 69 and age over 70 years old. The both two aging group spend a lot of money for flowers. Yes, they have time and money. That's why they spend a lot of money for flowers. Yeah. And the potential market, yes, we have potential for flowers. Yeah, those are referred, those are, what to say, disclosed by Ministry of Agriculture and Seafood. Yeah, and in hospital or in culture center or some public spaces, they use flowers and for their pleasure and for their training, for memory, and something like that. Yes, yeah, hospital, care center, and therapy center, they purchase flowers for aging women and aging men. Yeah, this is growing market in Japan because aging population of Japan is becoming bigger and bigger. I'll be part of such persons. Now I'm 60 years old, so maybe within a few years' time, maybe I will buy flowers much more than now. Yep. Gateway to Asia. This is also data disclosed by a Japanese government. So I can show you, sorry, I can show you one data of Chinese tourists. Chinese tourists travel a lot nowadays. So what is their favorite destination? The first one is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is now part of China. And the second favorite destination is Thailand. Thailand is the center of ASEAN countries. And in 2018, more than 10 million Chinese people visit Thailand. The third destination is Macau. Macau is also part of China. Nearly 10 million people visited there. And the fourth destination, their favorite destination is Japan. Yes, more than 8 million Chinese people visited Japan for pleasure and business. The fifth favorite is Vietnam. So about 5 million Chinese people visited Vietnam. But the difference between Japan and Vietnam is more than 3 million. So Japan has potential if you target Chinese people. You can use Japanese cities, I mean Osaka, yeah, as a base camp for Chinese business. And the Chinese tourist favorite city in Japan, yes, first ranking is Osaka. Chinese people like Osaka very, very much. The second one is Tokyo. The third one is Kyoto. Yeah, Kyoto is very famous. And the fourth one is Chiba. Chiba, where is Chiba? Chiba is next to Tokyo. Chiba has Disneyland. They call Tokyo Disneyland. Yeah, Tokyo Disneyland is in Chiba. So that's why Chiba is located in Chiba. Chiba is ranked as a fourth. And fifth is Nara. Nara is in Kansai area. and it is ancient city, much older than Kyoto city. Yes. Among top 5 Chinese favorite cities, Kansai has 3 cities: Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara. Yeah. What I want to say is, if you come to Kansai area, you can meet not only Japanese, but also other inbound tourist people. If COVID-19 crisis is over, yes, I don't say now. I'm telling you the future time. Yes. Yep. Summary. Yeah, this is a picture, image picture of Expo 2025. This is exhibition field. It is in a marine area. We call Yumeshima Dream Island now. So it is very beautiful area, and we get the sunshine and very good marine products, sea products, and you can enjoy Osaka, and you can enjoy Expo. And Osaka city is ideal city for business and tourism. It is gateway to Asia when COVID-19 is over. Japan is aging country, maybe the world's top aging country, but there are business opportunities serving them through flowers and some other things. Anyway, seeing, believing. So all of Japanese people expect you are coming to Japan in Expo 2025. Yeah, thank you very much for attending this presentation. Yeah, muchas gracias. Yes. So move on to Q&A.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Haga. That was indeed very enlightening. We would now like to ask our attendees and guests to ask the questions. We are now beginning the Q&A session, and so please feel free to direct your questions and comments to Mr. Haga through the YouTube chat option. In the meantime, I have already received some questions via email from some of our participants. So, Mr. Haga, if you could please help us with this. I have one question here. It says, Colombia is a prominent flower exporter, and as Mr. Haga explained, carnation is its main export to Japan in this area. What would Mr. Haga recommend for Colombia to make a more diverse flower portfolio attractive to Japanese consumers?
Yes. Yeah, I showed some charts in my slide. Chrysanthemum is the biggest potential. Yes, their size is still, yeah.
All right,
market. Yes.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, market size is very big. Like this, maybe more than 50% of carnation. And also, market is dominated by Malaysia. I think you have potential to get share from them, or maybe China and Vietnam is the second and the third largest supplier. But you can concentrate the market, for example, Osaka area or Kyushu area, western part of Japan, to introduce chrysanthemum or something like that. Yeah, maybe I can give you such data and for your business analysis. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Haga. I have another question here from our users. Could you tell us a bit more about the Osaka World Expo 2025, for instance, in terms of content or topics? invitees.
Osaka Expo 2025. Yeah, Osaka Expo. Just a moment. So I don't have a map. Yeah, I'm not so expert of Osaka Expo, but it seems what's I say? But vitalize our lives, Osaka or something like that. So it is eco-friendly or energy-friendly and not what to say, carbon dioxide consuming expo. So it uses what to say, renewable energies for what to say, for exhibitions or something like that. I don't have detailed information about that, but please be sure of eco-friendly and renewable energy-oriented expos like this. Yamamoto-san, could you give me some more suggestions if you have?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I speak?
Yes, Mr. Yamamoto, go ahead.
Thank you very much. My name is Takatoshi Yamamoto, Economic Section of Embassy of Japan in Colombia. Thank you very much for your question regarding the Osaka 2025. Yeah, the Osaka 2025, we will explain about the future society and how to make future society. That means now we are advancing the new technologies, relating information technologies. And now utilizing these technologies, we enjoyed our lives. But in the future, we do think that we need to think more about these technology and how to use it, use these technologies. Regarding this concept, Expo 2025, Osaka, Kansai, Japan, we put on the theme, design future society for our lives. And this, we prepare three sub-themes, saving lives, empowering lives, connecting lives. Our thinking of the theme, designing future society for our lives, is in line with the sustainability. And the Osaka 2025 begin with the 13th of April to October 13. And we expect approximately 28 million people from Japan and also from Japan, from over the world. And to explain about the our themes, we locate now we are preparing the locations in the city, in the region in Osaka. We will build. Yeah, thank you very much. We will build the pavilions in Yumeshima Island, and the using of the this Yumeshima Island. Look at the picture in the center of the island. We have one place. This is common. The main area. Main area is covered with a circle, and we will divide the groups to three groups. in line with the themes. The group of saving lives, the group of empowering lives, and the pavilions of the connecting lives. And the participating countries will choose one of the options. If some country they choose saving lives, the participating countries are expected to explain how such countries will demonstrate the sub-theme of the saving lives. And our concept of some themes, saving lives, is, for instance, healthy life, extension of healthy life spans, mental health, and etc. For instance, the example of the empowering lives is realizing ourselves, fashion, entertainment, tourism, culture, art, and sport and learning. Connecting lives, we will demonstrate utilizing digital capacities, action in the context of natural environments, responses to climate change, etc. So, as you may know, the three sub-themes is corresponds to the topic of the SDGs. But that is outline of the Expo 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yamamoto. That was very enlightening. Mr. Haga, I have another question here from our email. Which offices or organizations are the best to contact when doing business with Osaka?
Osaka, best one. There are several choices. For example, Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and they have OBIC inside, and Osaka Innovation Hub is supporting industry of startup companies, especially, or JETRO Osaka. You can contact JETRO Bogota office if you want to approach JETRO Osaka. Yeah, and we have IBPC Osaka. IBPC Osaka. It is very, let's say, close to this expo area. IBPC Osaka is managed by a city of Osaka. Yes, I recommend those organizations. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Haga. I am sending you through the chat a question from one of our viewers, but I send it through the chat because it's entirely in Japanese. So if you could tell the audience what the question is about, we would be very appreciative.
Yeah, I got it. So the question is, what to say, a very cute or lovely food item. What is Osaka's cute or lovely food items? So maybe I like takoyaki octopus ball very much. So I think it's very cute. Or I think ochoboyaki means ochobo is what to say, like small okonomiyaki, or it's a kind of mixture of takoyaki and okonomiyaki, and so on. Yeah, and I also like Osaka noodle. I mean Osaka udon, very much. Yeah. Yeah, it's the answer is very traditional. But this is just my idea. I think.
Thank you, Mr. Haga.
Yeah.
It seems that would be all the time we have available for today. Thank you once more, Mr. Haga, for your information and for your time. And now we invite you all to attend to the next webinar, 8 a.m. Colombia time, which is going to be held by Mr. Hiroshi Wago from ProColombia about the new landscape of economic reactivation and opportunities of alliances and business with Japan during 2021. Thank you very much.